Back the Herd is coming up next right here on FS1. Let's head over, check in with Colin. Hey, Colin, how you doing? What's on the show?
Everybody's telling me the Raiders won the weekend. I don't buy it for a second. And why Jeff Van Gundy is not crazy. That's coming up.
All right, Colin, thank you. Time for our final topic of the day. The Spurs are one of the hottest teams in the NBA right now. They won their 5th straight last night, beating the Bucks behind big games from both LaMarcus Aldridge and DeMar DeRozan. In a related story, the Raptors won again yesterday without Kawhi Leonard in the lineup. Yep, they go together. Skip, are your Spurs actually better without number 2?
Tell the truth.
Yeah, I'm about to tell the truth. Would you believe my Spurs beat the team with the best record in the NBA last night and beat them convincingly? Would you believe my San Antonio Spurs are on the way to having an even better home record than they had 2 years ago when number 2 actually agreed to play basketball for them, play actual games? Would you believe my Spurs are only 1 game back of Denver for the best home record in the West? And would you believe that Toronto actually has a better winning percentage without number 2 on the floor, because they're 14-5 without that guy?
With your guy, think about this here. Without that guy, your team is the 7th seed. And Kawhi's 5.
Well, that's going to change rapidly because we got a bunch more home games.
In Kawhi's 6 years, he was there. 5 of those 6, they were either the number 1 or the number 2 seed.
Well, they had Manu Ginobili.
Where was Toronto? Now Toronto are viewed as serious contenders.
Well, they're deep, man.
What would they do that? This is not about
got a lot of players.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Skip.
Because they don't need that guy.
And look what the guy's doing. Old Kawhi, career high, 27.
How do you explain 14-5 without him? And by the way, how do you explain he hasn't played 19 games? He just randomly says,
load management.
I can't go tonight.
And they understand it. That's what you do to superstars. You give them certain privileges.
No.
You do?
You and I both know, Skip Bayless. The Spurs are not better without Kawhi, and Toronto are not better without Kawhi.
They're much more unified. They're much more
together. And Klay Thompson. You know that, I know that, Skip. So get a man his credit. Skip, give him some credit.
My Spurs. I think my Spurs are getting dangerous in the West.
To do what? To do what?
Upset somebody.
All they're going to do is practice 2 weeks longer than everybody else.
That has been a disaster, and now people are taking shots at LeBron. An anonymous Western Conference executive called out LeBron's leadership, telling Bleacher Report that he's been throwing his teammates under the bus this season. Adding fuel to the already blazing fire, Jeff Van Gundy made a very bold statement during Saturday's loss to the Celtics. Take a listen.
I think in the offseason, they have to rebuild this roster, right? And to me, it could be a trade for an Anthony Davis, or I think they need to explore trading LeBron for getting as much as they can.
What are you doing? Seriously. No, seriously, what are you doing?
You got to get on the right timeline. I'm going to say, if I could trade him for the Clippers into cap space, which would give me a better chance to get Durant or Kawhi Leonard, would I not do that?
LeBron James is not getting traded, okay?
You got to put everything on the table.
No, you can't.
What are we doing? All right, we are joined by FS1 NBA analyst Chris Broussard. Chris, good to have you back with us.
Good to be back.
Well, let's wait on that. Let's see what
we haven't decided yet.
I noticed there's one person not laughing while Van Gundy was going on, and that was you.
Okay, do you think that the Lakers have even considered trading LeBron?
First, let me say this. I covered Jeff Van Gundy when he coached the Knicks, and Jeff always has said one of the toughest things to do in the NBA is coach an aging superstar. He had that with Patrick Ewing.
Right.
They ended up trading Ewing, and it didn't work out for the Knicks or Ewing. Right. So that's Jeff's philosophy. So it's not totally surprising that he would go there. But to answer your question, no. There's no way they've even thought about it. There's no chance they would trade him anytime soon. First of all, he and Magic are in lockstep. Okay, Magic believes, as he should, in LeBron James. So there's no way he has considered trading LeBron. To think about trading LeBron after an injury-ravaged season, not just for him, but for the whole team, when you, with a disjointed roster that you knew didn't fit him, why would you do that?
Well, you didn't know it when you did it, or you wouldn't have done it.
Right, but to give up that quickly. And we forget he was the 4th seed. We're quickly forgetting that before the AD saga and the injuries hit.
Right.
And for all the talk of his demise, he's still 27. 8.5 boards, which matches his career high, and 8 assists a game on 51% shooting. I mean, for all the talk.
Stop writing, Chris. I'm writing you.
I keep writing the Lakers record right now, 30 and 30.
Okay, hold on.
I'm just doing it like Jack Nicholson in The Shining.
I can confirm
You remember
that.
Jack Nicholson?
Look, if he isn't
over again, 30 and 36.
if he is no longer the best player in the world, he's still top 5. Easily. Okay. And so to think about trading LeBron at this point would be ridiculous. Let's say in the summer, if you get Anthony Davis, now you're straight. If you don't get Anthony Davis, but you get, say, a Jimmy Butler and maybe a Marcus Morris or somebody like that, and KD leaves the Golden State Warriors, which we all think he will, like now all of a sudden you're right there with anybody else in the West.
Kimba, now you're throwing Kimba.
I mean, you have so many options with LeBron. Because if you just get more players that fit his style of play, as we've known, now all of a sudden you're right there. And LeBron, look, you're going to certainly get a motivated LeBron next summer. He's going to come back over the summer. I bet you he is going to work his tail off. He hears all the talk.
You mean on Space Jam 2 or on basketball?
Hold on. What did Michael Jordan do when he filmed the original Space Jam?
Well, he won some championships.
But he worked his butt off that summer because that was the summer after they had lost to Orlando, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, Skip.
They had both won 3 at that point.
Hold on. What you say?
But wait, one guy was 3-0.
Well, hold on, Skip. It's not your turn to talk. It's Chris. You said that in the process of filming Space Jams, the original, it was coming off a defeat in which the Orlando Magic, led by Shaq and Penny, put butts in the king. Is that what you're telling me?
That's what I'm telling you.
Because he'd been out for 2 years.
I'm right that. Okay. But that's what I'm telling you. So, and you also may get a humbled LeBron. LeBron helped put this roster together. He's seen, you know what, that was the wrong thing to do.
Yes.
LeBron has been criticized. Defensively, if you watch the last week, he's hustled more defensively.
I told you
because the criticism has come, I think.
Yes.
And also, even if he's lost something defensively, we know that at his age, you got to understand that. But you can protect a weak defender. And I don't even know if he's weak defender, but a poor defender at this point.
Steph Curry and James Harden all the time.
You can do that. So, and they were doing it early in the season before they lost their spirit because of the Anthony Davis stuff and then the injuries and things like that. So I think also, and this is what I was saying to Shannon in the break, at this stage, as LeBron loses some athleticism, two of the options you have with him, in addition to just how you build around him, what if LeBron at this stage is willing to just do kind of one thing? Be the point guard as you've always wanted him to be, and be like Magic and give you 22 points and 12 assists a game. Or just be a regular forward. When they played Boston, he was letting Caruso handle the ball. He was kind of playing more like a regular forward. I actually think even at this advanced stage of his career, if he just played a regular small forward, posted some, just was scoring.
I agree.
I think he could lead the league in scoring or challenge the league leaders in scoring and get you about 30 a night. He's still going to get 6, 7 assists just because that's who he is. So I just think you have some options. That would make it easier to fit players around LeBron if he's more of a one thing rather than doing it all. And that would take some toll off of him. Because having to do everything offensively is taxing.
Especially after 16 years.
Right. So to answer the question, no, there's no way they've even thought about it or would think about it.
And they were not thinking about it. The only thing needed to be on this table is Jeff Van Gundy's head for spitting out some foolishness. Skip, let me ask you this question. Let's just say
Is it my turn?
No, it's not your turn.
Sorry.
This is one of those.
You know what, Skip? Go ahead.
No, you go.
I go. I want to go after you.
I was on the edge of my seat.
I got to hear this.
I gotta hear this. Ask me a question. I wanted you to tell me.
No, I want you to go. I'll go after you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, Skip. Floor is yours.
Back to Magic Johnson. You say he's all in on LeBron, completely invested.
Yep.
I have not heard a peep from Magic Johnson these several weeks, right?
Maybe
You've talked to him, but I haven't, and I haven't heard him speak publicly one word. Am I right about that?